In this video, we ask one simple question. Is there justice on Jupiter? Now, I know you might be saying to yourself, what the devil kind of question is that? Is there justice on Jupiter? But hold on, friends, because actually, asking if there is justice on Jupiter is a very, very subversive and dangerous question. And the answer may just end up sending you off on a Nietzschean journey toward a transvaluation of values. Strap in then, here we go. Let's first establish what we know about justice and Jupiter, and proceed from our understanding of these two separate things. Let's start with Jupiter. What do we know about Jupiter? Well, we know quite a lot about Jupiter, actually. Human beings have been observing it directly in the night sky with the human eye and with the aid of telescopes for a very, very long time. We know it is the fifth and largest planet in our solar system. It has some 95 moons and counting. It was named after the Roman god. The Greeks, by the way, called it Zeus. We've sent many probes to orbit, study, photograph, and map it. Not long ago, NASA intentionally plunged a satellite into its atmosphere. I could go on and on for hours on end about what we know about Jupiter. For example, I remember as a young boy sitting on my rooftop in the chilly night air with my $20 telescope, finding Jupiter and 5 of its moons in the night sky. What a thrill! I felt like Galileo. We can say with demonstrable confidence that Jupiter exists in the real world. No rational person can doubt its existence, except for the usual oddballs. Let's now move on to justice. What do we know about justice? Well, unlike Jupiter, justice is not a thing. It's not an object we can see or touch or smell or hold in our hand. Justice has no shape or form, nor does it exist at any point in time and space. Justice is not here. It's not there. It's not anywhere for that matter. Justice cannot be measured. No scale can weigh it, although this lady thinks she can. The first thing we can establish about justice, then, is that it is not an object with physical properties or dimensions. Justice is first and foremost an idea, a thought, a concept. Every individual conscience believes it has the straight dope on justice. Nothing stirs human emotion more violently than the feeling of injustice. Nothing is more satisfying, comforting, than knowing justice has been served. We don't know how we come about this ability to know justice from injustice. We just have it somewhere in us. The Greek philosophers thought they understood justice, but even they struggled to define it. But justice is something more than its utility as mere description or definition. It's more than just a word in the dictionary, so we believe. And if you're looking here for a precise definition of justice, I'm sorry to disappoint, I can't give you one. Like you, I just know it when I see it. At least I think I do. Plato removed justice from the earth and elevated it to the rarefied realm of the world of perfect forms. There, far away and out of reach, along with other perfect ideas such as beauty and the perfect circle, justice exists in its purest form. We mere mortals trapped in our flesh have only a dim, corrupted version of what justice really is. This secret knowledge is unavailable to anyone but YouTube gurus, yet we all swear we can feel it in our bones. Because justice is an idea of the human mind, it only exists in the minds of human beings. Do cats feel justice in their bones? So far as we even care to think about such things, there appears to be no claim on justice by any other member of the animal kingdom, except perhaps dogs, who, as everyone knows, all go to heaven. Yeah, good boy. When a lion devours a freshly born zebra foal on the African savanna, there is no cry for justice. When a giant anteater destroys an entire colony of ants, where does the colony turn to for justice? Who can they turn to for compensation? The only place you will see justice played out in the animal kingdom is in movies and books, just like the only place you will see a vegetarian shark is in the kids' movie Shark Tales. Justice is a human idea focused primarily on human affairs in the real world, here on Earth, where it is perceived to sorely be lacking and where the search for it is never-ending and has left a long, destructive trail of suffering, tears, and bloodshed in its wake. Whatever justice is, it seemingly requires gallons of blood or tons of money to get it. Because according to the wise and holy, justice can only be found in heaven and hell, we must then ask, did justice exist before human beings formulated an idea of it? Or did human beings formulate the idea of it, and now it exists? If you believe justice existed before humans came into being, that justice is co-eternal with God, then you can count yourself in the company of Plato and all believers in the supernatural. However, if human beings formulated the idea of justice, and only then did it come into existence, then justice is not eternal. It has a beginning and, theoretically, an end. In other words, as a human idea, justice is necessarily limited. And its main limitation, its Achilles heel, is that its very existence depends on the existence of human beings. Without human beings, justice doesn't have a leg to stand on. Now, if there were no human being to formulate an idea of Jupiter, Jupiter would still exist. Jupiter's existence does not depend on our idea of it in order for it to exist. That there aren't human eyes spying on it from Earth is of no concern for Jupiter. The same cannot be said for justice. Without the human being that constructs and defines the conditions, limitations, and geometry of what justice is or is not, justice would cease to exist. All human ideas would likewise cease to exist. The only place justice currently exists, so far as we can tell, is on planet Earth. And even here you will find it only in the hearts, minds, and souls of human beings. Not in all human beings, of course, but you might find evidence of justice in a few rare individuals or nations, sporadically here and there over time. It's the best we mere mortals can do. For, as history sadly teaches, the fight for justice never ends and requires fresh blood sacrifices to reign over us. Very well then, I think we have sufficiently analyzed the problem and are prepared to answer the question. Is there justice on Jupiter? Drum roll, please. No, there is no justice on Jupiter, but if people did live there, there would be. So satisfying solving the world's most complex problems in a single YouTube video. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, let me know your take on this thing called justice. If you know what it is or where it lives, please reach out. I could always use a little extra justice, just in case, right? You never know. See you next time on Pre-Medina TV. Yeah, good boy.